Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Okay, I guess we have to use here. Okay, this has not been cleaned in a very long time. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being so patient. This is my first time doing this with just YouTube. Oh, the sky is absolutely beautiful today, though. Wow. I love it. Here we go. Okay. Okay. The camera is a little dirty, but I don't have anything close by. Oh wait, maybe I do. Hold on. Glasses case. Hi, hi, hi. Ah, there you go. Okay, so I know that normally I do this via Insight Timer. So I'm expecting some people to hop on a little later, which is totally fine. Oh wow, the sunrise is just, it's beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so yeah, I'm expecting people to kind of hop on later on, or just for you to watch the replay. So what we're gonna do is just chit chat for a little bit. We'll do a nice guided meditation, and then we're going to do a card pull using the Moonology Oracle cards. Okay, and yeah, let me know in the comments, how was your week? How was your week? What happened? What felt good? Hi, Rahana. How are you? How are you? How are you feeling? How are you doing? I know it was like a little hard getting acquainted with YouTube, you know? So I thank you for joining me. And I will have everything together for Inside Timer next week. So like do not worry. Okay. Yeah, let me know how your week was. This past week was really beautiful. And I do contribute the success of my week to having community, being able to hop on with you all, being able to meditate every day, to tap every day, doing my prayer circle every day. I don't know, I had this beautiful doing my subliminals at night. I've really been setting myself up for success recently. Um, and that's mainly because I know that I have so much to share with the world. Hi, CK. Hi. You know, and it's going to require me to show up in a way that I'm not used to showing up, right? Here we go. Now you guys can really see me. Hey. I love seeing you guys in the comments. But yeah, being able to show up in this way has been like so fulfilling for me. And I'm really appreciating just how good life can feel when you're doing the things that need to be done, right? And the truth is, a lot of us, we we lose the stamina, right? I'm very big on like motivation doesn't motivate me; it actually exhausts me. I'm big on inspiration. I want to be led by inspired action because I feel like that is something that is more sustainable. You know, um, me and my willpower. I mean, it can get me going, but it can't keep me through the entire time, personally. So doing things like practicing gratitude every day, meditating every day, using EFT, community like you all, it helps me to want to continue going, building these relationships with people all over the world, getting to hear your stories and your successes from taking care of yourself, from finding a space for you to be who you are without any need to overextend yourself. That is really beautiful. And I'm really grateful to be able to cultivate a space like that for all of us, you know? So that has been my past week. And the cards that we had pulled last week, I'm just gonna go over them briefly. We had the look at the bigger picture, the full moon in Sagittarius. Sorry guys, this camera is like backwards for me, so it's a little confusing. So they will just bear with me, right? And then we have the full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan, right? And then we had luck is on your side, the new moon in Sagittarius, in honor of that Sagittarian energy that we had last week. And for me, how I interpreted the cards personally was like the bigger picture is this community. The bigger picture is being able to share insights and wisdom with you all and receive insights and wisdom from you on a global scale. That's the bigger picture, right? And then your plan, your dreams need a practical plan. I've been breaking out my day planner again, and I haven't done that since January. So it was nice to like pull it out, catch up, see what was going on. I really appreciated it. I was just like, oh, okay, yes, I forgot how much I love to plan. I actually really enjoy it, leaning more into my organizational skills, um, blocking out time frames, setting up goals to hit. All of that felt really good to do this week. It felt right. And just reminding myself of how lucky I am, lucky to have lived life, lucky to have love, lucky to have the skill set to hold space, to teach, to have access to this type of technology, to be able to reach all of you beautiful people all over the world. There was just so much luck to remember. And there was a time where all I could do was talk about luck. And then I experienced the losses that I felt. And it almost felt like I was unlucky, you know? But luck never really leaves you. It's something that you have to willingly accept in your life. And sometimes we don't, and that's okay. But I like when I do. When I accept that I'm a lucky person, beautiful things start to unfold. I really start to see the universe wow me in expected and unexpected ways. And again, when I talk about luck, I'm talking about living under cosmic knowledge. Okay. So I really enjoy that a lot. So that was a reflection from last week for the card pull. What I want to do now is just get into a guided meditation. Okay. So, wherever you are, whether you're laying down, whether you are, here we go, sitting, I don't know if you're walking at this hour, it's 5 a.m. over here, and the sun is absolutely beautiful. The sunset is incredible. The peach, it looks like lavender and peach sorbet in the sky. It's so pretty. Okay. So, I just want you to tune in. Close your eyes if that feels good, or soften your gaze. Maybe place your hand over your heart and just feel your body in this moment. Feel the love running within you. Feel the excitement for what's to come in this upcoming week. We are in a new month. Let's breathe in, pulling in air, filling up the lower belly, expanding into the heart space. And exhale, soft release, coming back home to the self, softening the body a bit more. Let's gather more air, breathing in. Slow exhale, release, softening the shoulders. Feeling all that we need to feel in this moment, honoring any emotions that come up, any discomfort that may arise in the body. Continue to use your breath to breathe through it. Send those areas of your life, send those areas of your body love. Use the power of your breath to breathe life into yourself intentionally. See if you can cultivate a sense of knowing that you are wise, that you can trust yourself, that you make sound decisions, knowing that you are capable of living your life and you're capable of living out your dreams. If it's an idea you have, a desire in your heart, if it already lives within you, it is meant for you to bring it to life. Deep inhale, breathing into the lower belly. Slow exhale, release. Let's set a prayer, an intentional prayer for this week. Ask whoever you call on to be with you throughout every moment of this week, guiding your steps, helping you to witness the beauty all around you. But most importantly, ask them to strengthen your self-trust as you move into this new month and ultimately into a new season. That you can trust yourself. That you'll lead with your heart and not your traumas. That it'll be easy for you to show up to your self-care. That you will have the endurance and the stamina to live a beautiful life, to love deeply, to mend wounds, internal and external. And in order to do that, in order to live a beautiful life, a sweet life, in order to allow yourself to be your fullest creative being, you'll need that self-trust. Ask your source to extend that to you, to place it within your bones. So that any moves you make, you feel them, you know that they are near. And go ahead and thank them in advance for the beautiful week ahead of you, for all of the successes, for the lessons learned, for the opportunities to clarify your deepest desires, for the boost of inspiration, for the love you'll receive, for the adventure that awaits. Let it bring a smile to your face. Let it bubble up within you to the surface. Let it cleanse your heart. Let it cleanse your mind. Connecting them both so that you have a fuller experience. Deep inhale, breathing in, filling in the heart space. And on our exhale, we release, we let go, dropping our hands by our side or into our laps. Taking in this moment. Witnessing the rise and fall of our chest as we breathe in. And as we let go, sending love out into the world ahead of us, sending joy out into the world ahead of us, sending gratitude, a sense of safety. sending trust out ahead of us so that they all may greet us in our darkest moments, embracing us and telling us that it is okay to move forward, to feel re inspired, to reset as often as needed so that you can feel good throughout your week, and to uplift us in the moments that feel so good, in the moments that we really notice our source, in the love that we share and the love that we receive. May the sense of bliss and peace be with you throughout this week. May it be your baseline as you move forward. Ashe, and so it is. Can gently come back to the space, reopening your eyes, refocusing your gaze. Feel free to let me know in the comments how that meditation felt for you. It's very rejuvenating for me. Now I see like the sun is like really, really up now, which is cool. And while you all are doing that, I am going to reset the deck. Okay. And let's see what energies the cards have for us. Oh, I'm so happy it felt good. Yeah, I think we all need a moment of meditation. It's just nice to start the week off that way, you know? Oh, here we go. Okay. Are we sure about this? Here we go. Now it's easier. Oh, okay. 1, 2. See if we can get a third card. Y'all, they gave me 2 cards. Me and my deck and me. Okay, let's look at the first card and see what's going on for this week. All right, we have 2 cards in reverse, which means that that's going to be internal work that we focus on this week. And then we have 2 cards that are not in reverse, which is things that we'll probably notice and see outside of us. Okay? It's been a nice week. I've been able to stay focused. I love this for you, CK. That makes me happy. Okay, the first card was in reverse. So it's internal work. And it is so cool because it's the Gemini energy peeking through, which I love. The answers you need are coming. And I love this card. I don't want you guys to be able to see it. I love this card because you see that at first, their eyes are closed because they're looking for the wisdom within them. And then they open their eyes and they realize it in the world. The answers you need are coming. They're coming from within you. This is why this card is in reverse. And you know how you're going to be able to hear them clearly? By continuing to practice your self-care the way that you've been doing it. Showing up to community, whether it's with me or the other communities that you're a part of. Really allowing yourself to feel your desires, to trust in the magic that lies within you. That is how you'll get those answers to those questions that you have for life. Makes me feel invigorated. Yes, and excited for the week ahead. You know, we love this. So that's really important, tapping into that Gemini energy. Okay, what is it that I really want clarity on? And then giving yourself moments of meditation, moments of silence to check in and see what those answers are. A lot of times we are always looking outside of ourselves for what is always with us. And I really love that intuitively the guided meditation led us to focus on self-trust today, because you have to have a sense of trust in yourself to be able to hear the answers that lie within you. Because ultimately, you are your best guide. You are your most profound practitioner. You know, I'm a big believer on that. I'm a big believer on you being your own magician, if you will. Okay? So as you move forward, and Gemini energy is about communication, it's very intellectual, trusting in your own intelligence, trusting in the way that your body and your mind can communicate with you when they are cleared, when they have a clear channel Okay, so maybe that's doing a chakra clearing meditation for some of you. And I have one available on Insight Timer if you want to check that out. Maybe it's just sitting in silence and reprogramming, rebooting, resetting before going out into the world, before communicating with others, giving yourself 5 minutes to check in, to communicate with your own intelligence and to see, what do I need right now? Maybe you need a hug. Maybe you need a walk. Maybe you need water. You guys know I'm always talking about water. You don't know what it is, but give yourself that opportunity to check in with yourself, okay? That's that foundational movement for this week. Those answers that you need are going to come from within. The next card that we pulled is another full moon, which means that we're okay, I got to download with this one. It's a full moon because you guys are realizing this more and more every day. This is not something that is new to you, it's true to you. You're realizing the fullness of who you are. Your magic has been illuminated through the past couple of weeks, and you are witnessing the magnitude of your presence in your life. And that is what's exciting you. So intuitively, you already know. Oh, this is so cool. Intuitively, you already know to look within you. You already know that the intelligence lies within you. And I love this for you. Okay. I absolutely love this for you. This makes me very happy. Okay. Let me know how that feels for you in the comments below. Let me know which card resonates with you the most and why, because I would love to know that. Okay. The next card we have is a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Okay, we have another full moon. Aries energy is the star of the zodiac sign. So we are starting business, but it's in full moon, right? So we know that we are at the end of this. So a fiery climax approaches. And fiery does not have to be a negative thing, but it also could be. Yo no sé. This is you in your life. I have no idea. I'm just reading the cards. But what I love about the Aries energy is that whatever it is, whether it feels a fear for it or not, it's trusting itself. It's looking straight ahead and saying, hey, if we got to do this, we got to do this. There is a level of fierceness that you're going to need to close out a cycle that's coming up this week for you. There's a level of boldness and courage that you will need, that Aries energy embodies. Are you willing to find those answers within you and be able to boldly communicate them outwardly? Maybe it's an internal struggle that you've had for so long. Sorry, guys, my curl is driving me crazy. There we go. Maybe it's an internal battle you've had or an issue you've had within you. And now you're ready to say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm tired of procrastinating. I'm tired of not living to my fullest potential. I'm tired of not allowing my creativity to run free. I'm tired of not being able to finish books, whatever it could be that makes you feel a little icky in life. You are facing it and you're saying, yeah, you don't have a hold over me anymore. And actually moving forward, this is how it's going to look. This is how it's going to feel. And you're just going to be okay with it. There's power in that. There's power in facing your misalignment head on. And I want you to be able to do that for yourself. Yes, I'm feeling all of that. I love it. Yeah, it's important. It's important to have that boldness. One thing about Aries energy is that it's fearless. It's a bit impulsive too, but it's fearless. It's willing to say that, look, whatever the outcome is, whatever the consequences, I'm willing to face them for my own peace of mind, because at least I know I lived. At least I know I tried. Even if I did fail, I learned from it. And if I win, I'm going to celebrate it, because Aries energy is all about, look at me, I'm the star. Never forget. Okay? And I love this for you. This is really exciting. I take these card readings personally as well, so this is great for me. Then we have the full moon, a lot of full moon energy. Wow, a lot of completion, a lot of illumination this week. So be open to it. And I'm pretty sure that there is I want to say there's a new moon in Gemini, but I could be wrong. It could be a full moon. I don't know. My brain is not 100% on just yet. I'm still with the ancestors in my mind. But there's some type of moon happening this week, and I would look into it. Okay. The other card that we had that's not in reverse is You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. And look how beautiful this card is. Look how reflective. Look at the wealth, the love, all the things that are symbolic with the color green. You are enough. Look how their eyes are closed, how they're draped in nature with their flower crown. They're peaceful and restful. And I love this because it speaks to the fact that when you are able to find those answers within you and you are able to face head on any misalignment in life, what you ultimately realize is that you are good enough. That in this moment, as you are, without the accolades, without the completion of a project, without the dream job or the dream partner, whatever it is that you wanted to call into your life, you in this moment are good enough. Can you close your eyes? Can you feel that to be true in your body? Because it should feel like a full circle moment for you. Maybe there was a time in your past where you questioned your worth, where you struggled to see your own value in your own life and the lives of others. Maybe you compared yourself. Maybe you overworked yourself in hopes that that would give you validation. But now you're in a space where you're able to ease up and know that as I am in this moment, I am enough. And it doesn't really matter if anybody else ever agrees with me. To be quite honest, I don't really care. All that matters is that I know that I'm enough and that my source that I call on to in my time of need knows that I'm enough. And I'm willing to let that be enough. Everything about that feels so good. I'm getting goosebumps. You are enough. And if you want to use tapping, you can definitely tap through the tapping points saying, I am enough. I am enough. I'm enough. I am enough. And really let it sit in your bones. Let it become a part of your reality. Trust that you are enough and that whatever you're able to contribute to this world is more than enough. Rest in that knowing. And when you have moments where you have a conflicting idea or a contrast comes up and you start to doubt yourself again, pause. Come back home to yourself to get the answers that you need. Close your eyes. Tune inward to your own divine presence. Refortify, reset, reground yourself. And then present yourself to the world with that boldness, that fiery energy to shut down whatever is not serving you anymore and to be at peace with it. Knowing that it might actually upset other people, but that's just not your business right now. Your business is to be liberated, is to be free, is to allow yourself to fully engage in life as a whole. Okay? Last but not least, we have our fourth and final card, and it is in reverse, so that is a more internal exploration for us. And it is a new moon, so this is a beginning for us. This is something that we are journeying with. Okay? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like right side up. Again, when we talk about a new moon, we're looking at that silver lining right here. This is where we are. This is the beginning. And all of this is the unknown. It is the uncertainty that awaits us, the adventure. And Pisces energy is beautiful because it's yin and yang. So it's asking you to meditate, tap into your divine self, and then to contemplate. Then use that logical side, your humanistic side, and bring both of them together to have a fuller experience on this journey. As you continue to tune into your own wisdom, as you boldly face and close out things that no longer serve you, as you remember that you are enough, it's going to guide you to spaces where you're going to need to sit with these truths, sit in these experiences, meditate on them. Meditate in general. Meditation is so good for the mind. It's so good for the mind. It's so good for the body. It's so good for the spirit. It's a beautiful time for you to connect back to you. And then you contemplate. Notice that it doesn't say contemplate, then meditate. It doesn't say think or also overthink and then calm yourself down and meditate. No, there's a beautiful cycle to this. We meditate first. We come home to source. We come home to divinity. And then from that divine space, we think. We provide answers. We provide clarity to ourselves and the world around us. So often we take in everything outside of us and internalize it. Um, when in fact we're meant to do it in the opposite way. And this actually reminds me of human design. I have a fascination with reflectors because they have a whole all their centers are open, and the way a lot of them are taught is that like they're meant to take in the world and process it, and then like sit with God about it. But in my own personal research, I found that it's more that you pull God into the body, into those open centers, and you reflect that out to the community around you so that the community around you can fall into alignment with source. And I feel like that also goes for whoever's watching this right now. Meditate with source, God, universe, Allah, whoever you call on to in your time of need. Sit with them. Let them be the foundation for you. So then when you are thinking, your thoughts are going to be so much more loving. They're going to be so much more kinder to you. They're going to help you sustain your life, sustain your courage, sustain your intelligence, sustain your validation and your affirmation of self, because it's coming from an endless source of love. Are you willing to allow that for yourself? Are you willing to let your source lead you in this week? That is our card pull for this week. I really hope it resonates with you. Please let me know which card stood out the most for you if you're watching the replay. Okay. For me, I don't know, y'all. All of them is really hitting for it. They're really giving what they need to give. I'm a little excited about the fiery climax. Like, I wonder what that is. I'll keep you guys posted. But the meditate and contemplate, man, I have been meditating about twice a day now, because we're doing the Gratitude Galore Challenge on Insight Timer. And I have 2 sessions every day. And that has been such a beautiful experience in itself. I'm really stretching myself to see what it is that I'm capable of. A lot of these beliefs that I had of like, oh, this might be too much. I'm realizing like, oh no, that's an outdated belief, and I'm I'm quite extraordinary. This week has really stretched me in ways. We talked about it in a previous session for Gratitude Galore, but the breakthrough I had with self sabotage was so massive for me this week that on the other side of this breakthrough, I just feel solid. I feel prepared and ready for whatever life is about to bring me. But I also have this strong feeling that life is about to bring me something really beautiful, really nourishing and good. And I deserve it just as much as I desire it and need it. And it's nice to be in that headspace. It's nice to be so clear on it all. I just appreciate it so much, you know? Okay, let's see. Yeah, they all resonate with me. Oh, yes, I love that. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, some things I want to go over. Oh, yes, hold on 1 second. First card resonates deeply. Yes, there's this Sudanese proverb that Zawandi mentions in her affirmations. I love Zawandi, by the way. Is it Zetna Fi Betna? Did I say it right? Which means the oil is within us. Ooh, it's become a mantra. Oh my goodness. Ooh, the oil is within us. Ooh, the nourishment is within us. The movement is within us. Yes, yes, Rahana, yes. Wow, the way that that sits in my body, sits in my heart space. You literally see how it like took me to a relaxed state. The oil is within us. Zetna Fi Vetna. I love that. I love that too. It's so amazing. Thank you for sharing that. This has been literally such a beautiful experience for me, being able to do these sessions with you all, being in community like this. I honestly thought I would be overwhelmed. Um, but I realized that when I was envisioning this, it wasn't me coming from a centered space. It was me coming from an overwhelming amount of grief. And I'm grateful for all the experiences, but being able to come from this space of knowing, of centeredness, of peace, my energy being reconnected through the daily tapping, being in community with you all. It has been so wonderful. The live sessions have really helped me stay on track every day. Me too. Me too. That's why I'm so grateful that I did it with you all. And for those that don't know what we're chatting about in the comments, we have a 28-day gratitude journey called Gratitude Galore happening on Insight Timer. And I will make sure to leave that in the show notes for this episode. Um, and it's been amazing. We've been doing it. We just hit our halfway mark yesterday. Today's day 15. We're about to hop on. Some of us are going to hop on for 7:17, just in an hour or so. It's 555 right now, which I love the angel numbers. I love the synchronicities. We tapped on this yesterday. Do you guys remember? Anyway, I love the synchronicity of the 555. But it's such a beautiful experience to be in community every day, to be with people, right? You remember, to be with people who also want to live a beautiful life, who are ready to shed outdated beliefs and systems, who are just wanting to share their softness with others and for it to be well received. And we've been cultivating that space every single day. And I love it. I love it so much. I'm doing my best not to think about what happens after the 28 days are done because I do have a very strong belief that God will let me know what those next steps are. Um, I just trust that God will let me know what those next steps are, and then we can move forward accordingly. But until then, it's just nice to know that every day, twice a day, I'm gonna be able to tune in with loved ones and strengthen my ability to see my own magic while also being able to witness theirs. So something amazing about that. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. It's a free experience on Insight Timer. And I know, right? I'm the same way. I'm just like, God, you already know the vibes. Like, I'm sure you'll figure it out and let me know what the next steps are because I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know how I'm going to deal, but it's fine. We have 2 more weeks before I need an answer on that. So it's good. But if you want to join in, if you want to be a part of this community, you're more than welcome to there 2 times. There's one happening at 7:17 a.m. and then there's another one happening at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Uh, and yeah, you can RSVP. I'll leave the link in this description for you to join. But if you just type in my name, Lotus Aloba, on Insight Timer, you should be able to find it and RSVP for the upcoming days. I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to let you know. Oh my goodness, what am I talking about? Today, my grief series drops on YouTube. I am thoroughly so excited for this. This is this has been therapeutic for me during the process of losing my child and my father earlier this year. I I started to document it visually, and it was something that normally probably would have felt very weird for me, but it felt like something I was going to need to re-witness later on, and I just trusted spirit on it. And I made it into a 4-part series to honor each season, but also I feel like each season of grief, because I feel like grief is it moves in different ways. So there's a fall, there's a winter, there's a spring and a summer video, and they're coming out today, and I'm very excited. They should be out at 1 p.m., but that's also up to YouTube when they push it out. But if you want to check them out, I would love for you to check them out. If you're someone who has struggled with grief, which I feel like many of us have, um, a lot of times people ask me how I cope as a practitioner. I share those insights in this series, as well as an added resource of a previous episode I did on grief on my podcast, Lotus Like, which you guys are more than welcome to check out too. Lotus Like, it is pretty much everywhere on my YouTube channel for you to check out and subscribe to because the new season will be dropping a lot sooner than you realize. I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm really proud of this Grief Diaries. This is art for me. It's healing, it's therapeutic. It's a closing of a chapter as well as the beginning of a new one. And I'm really proud of myself for being brave enough to share myself in such a vulnerable state. The ego in me is just kind of like, girl, do you want to see? want people to like have documents of you crying, of you, you know, mourning and things like that. Like that's private. That's just for you. And I'm realizing that so many people are grieving. We're grieving all the time. We're in a constant state of grief, whether it's someone that we lost personally or just being active in this world, just caring enough about other people in different parts of the world. I think about Palestine, I think about Sudan, I think about the Congo every day. I'm always in grief. And I realize that we have to stop hiding this grief and allow it to be present in the world and allow others to know that we know grief intimately and let it move us forward. Let us activate. Let us care deeply. Grief means that you've cared so much that the loss of that thing, the loss of that person, it wounds you. But it also reminds you that you are alive and that you have really lived to the fullest of your capacity in that experience. And that is beautiful. And that is something that I want to share. So, yes, thank you. I hope you do check it out. And when you do, please leave a comment and let me know that I am not alone because, again, I'm still a very sensitive being. And I would just love any tips or insights you have on managing your grief. You can leave in the comments below for other people to see and witness so that they too can feel supported in their journey. Okay? Whew. So many beautiful things are happening. So much healing is going on, even in the midst of chaos, even in the midst of destruction. I firmly believe that. And I believe it because I've lived it, you know? The courage you must have taken to put yourself out there in all your vulnerability. I commend and applaud you, Lotus. Rahana, thank you. Yeah, it took a lot of courage. I was just like, ooh. Even when I was editing them, I was editing them earlier, maybe like a few weeks ago, and I was just like, I was crying. And, you know, my sister just had to hold me and be like, hey, you went through a lot this past year, but like you're alive, you know? A lot of things still bring up a lot of emotions for me. It's still very tender, but I'm proud of myself for not hiding away for too long, for choosing to storytell, choosing to use art to share in hopes that it just allows someone else to not feel alone. So that's my little spiel. You know, I think literally like once a week I'm crying on a live. Am I not? Like, it's a good thing, you know? It's a sign of healthy emotional freedom. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. Um, I'm really excited for y'all to see it. It is deep. It is tender. It is vulnerable and raw, but I also think it's really beautiful and healing. And I'm realizing that both things exist at once, and we can love and honor both. Thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all you've been doing. It's helped me so much listening to you share. CK, thank you for listening. Having you guys be able to listen has also done so much for me personally. You know, I have a beautiful network of girlfriends who love me, who cherish me, who have held space for me intimately as I grieved um, these past couple of months. And it felt so good. And then there's this new level with you all where I'm just like, wow, there are people that I haven't even met yet in person. And we are just connecting. We are just heart to heart in this together. And I'm grateful. I thank God for these moments. I really do. Okay, I thank you so much for joining me for Lotus Hour. I'm going to drink some water. Please drink some water. Please drink some water. You get nothing else from this live. Drink some water. I'm going to drink some water and prepare for day 15 of our Gratitude Galore experience. And I hope to see you there or at an upcoming session, whatever one you can make too. I don't mind. I just want to see you and know that you're okay. Okay? I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Okay? Bye. Bye. Okay?